Welcome back, viewers. In today's video, we are going to investigate one of the errors that our viewers have pointed out while using the BTRFS assistant and the snapper tool. So what happens is, one of our users, George, has pointed out that BTRFS assistant will modify or break the default mount point of root and the home partition and set it to run BTRFS assistant UUID. So UUID can be any ID that is assigned by the system. After installing and executing the BTRFS assistant and using a snapshot, if you execute the LSBLK, you won't see any more of your root and the home mount points linked to your device, but the new mount points will be something like this: run BTRFS assistant UUID. And whenever you try to remount the missing subvolumes with a mount all option from the terminal, you will end up with the multiple duplicate mount. So this is reported by D. Barrera. He is also one of our viewers. So these two viewers, George and D. Barrera, have pointed out this issue to us, and they were asking for some solution, whether we know the solution. But we really do not know the solution, because we have just started using the BTRFS assistant and snapper in Arch. So we are not a long time user, but we will try to replicate the issue on our system. So I will try to replicate the issue on the production system I am using for recording the videos, and let us see if the issue gets replicated on our system. And once the issue is replicated, then we can investigate what exactly is happening, so we can investigate the configuration files and see why it is happening. So let us start. So first you have to start using the BTRFS assistant. So the BTRFS assistant is here. You can see here the subvolumes. So this is @home subvolume, @log, var library portables, var lib machines, snapshots subvolume is there, cache subvolume is there, and this is the root subvolume. And if you see the snapper, these are some of the snapshots of the system. So I do update the system regularly, and after each of the update or after each of the installation or uninstallation of the software packages, the snapper is configured to take the snapshots, and we can also browse and restore those snapshots. So it is all shown here. These are all the snapshots available, and the snapper settings are also there. So this is the snapper settings I am using. Total number around 10 snapshots are last snapshots are always saved in the system, and the snapper cleanup is enabled. It is done automatically. Now what we will do is, let us start to scrub the system. So we'll try to scrub the system. Let us see what happens. So let us see what happens when we scrub the system. Then we will try to do the balancing once the scrub is over. Then we will head over to the snapper. We will take a system snapshot, and then maybe we can restart the system. And then we will try to run the LSBLK command from the terminal and see whether the mount points have changed or not. So in my system, you see the data, 88% data is there. Metadata is around 52%. So a lot of free space is available. So system file size is 182.21 GB. So this is the root file system. 63 GB is allocated out of this. Used is 55.13 GB out of the 63.02 GB allocated. And the free system or the file system free size is 130.12 GB. So lot of free space is there. So actually we don't require to scrub or balance this system. It is very healthy right now, but still, just to replicate the problem, we are trying to use the BTRFS assistant, and we will try to check whether the issue can be replicated on our system. It is going to take a long time, around 13 minutes. It is shown here, you can see here. It will take around 13 minutes. So we will wait for 13 minutes, and then we will try to balance the system. Okay, so the scrubbing activity and balance activity of the BTRFS file system has completed. Now what we will do is we will just close this right now and we will create a manual snapshot. So now the manual snapshot has been created. So we will close this. You can see here the timestamp is 29, 23, 12, 6. So it was created just now. Now we will close this. What we will do is let us open the BTRFS assistant again and check whether the new manual snapshot is visible or not. So we will go to the snapper. You can see here the manual snapshot is visible. And we will check for the sub volume. So right now the sub volumes are default. There is no change in the sub volumes, you can see here. So now what I will do is we will open the snapper tool and now we will select the manual snapshot and we will restore it. So do you want to restore the snapshot 32 to the root file system? So you have to say yes, or the root sub volume you have to say yes. So now we are going to reboot the system. So the video will stop here and we will again resume from the after the reboot is done. Welcome back. We have now again rebooted into the system and you can see the last snapshot we took. It was a manual snapshot. Let us check out the sub volumes and you can see here the different sub volumes can be seen here. So you can compare this with the earlier part of the video. You can see here this backup. You can see here this was not there earlier, and there are some changes. So this is the new change. So this @ backup has come up, and you can see here the timestamp for the root sub volume has changed. So it is the new timestamp is there, 6/12/23 8:30. So we had restored the manual snapshot, so that's why the timestamp for the root sub volume has changed. Now what we will do is let us open the terminal, and what we will try to do is we will try to run the lsblk command, lsblk. So here you can see okay, so this is the HD. Okay, UUIDs. Let me check. So let me maximize this. So I think the partition names, nothing has changed. So you can see here the partitions are all okay. Now what the user has reported is that it changes the labels for the root and the home partition. So for that we will have to execute some other command. Let me check. So we'll have to check the mount points. So lsbk mount points. So you can see it here, the mount point was there. Okay. Yes, merge. We will have to search here. Path, topology, sort, shells. Options are there. Merge, output all. There NVMe virtual tree bytes. Output about the file system. Okay, so we can do -f. Let us try the -f. So here also I think yes. So here you can see run. So it has changed. You can see here it has changed. So it is not root or root home. You can see here it has definitely changed from run snapper tools, and there is some ID is there. So definitely there is some change and the user has reported it correctly. So we did the snapshot using the snapper tool. So that's why the snapper tools is shown here. So the new point is this run snapper. It has changed from the dash root or dash home. And let me check again. You can use the UUID also. Let me go up. Version list, format output, paths, raw, inverse, bytes. Let me print all devices. Let us go for LSBK dash A. So this is okay. You can see here it is coming here, snapper tools. This is the my root partition, SDFI. UUID. Let us try. So let me use U. It is not coming. What is Mountpoint? Subsystems. Let me check. ASCII list. List I think you have used. LSBK ls. Okay, so we will try the list command. So this is just showing us the physical sectors on the hard disk. How to check the UUIDs? What we will do is let me open this browser. We will check for the exact command to check out the. Yes, let us open. Check UUIDs using LSPLK. So that will give us the exact command. So you have to just open any of the manuals given on the website. There will be many, and they are all many of them will work properly. So how to find the UUID? Sudo blkid. Now let us try this command. Where was our yes? So let us try this command. Sudo blkd. My secret password. So here you can see here it has not changed. The UUID has not changed as run BTRFS assistant UUID. So it is retaining the UUID names. So UUID names are not changing. You can see here in the partition root partition. This is the root partition. So it is showing us the UUID. So the path I think I have not changed. LSBLK. Let me go again and we will try to do something else. Yes. Okay, so we can use this command also. Yes, so this command should give us everything that we need. Paste. Yes, definitely you can see here. This is the run snapper tools. So it is changing the UUID and the path of the UUID for the root partition. Yes, so the concerns raised by our two of our viewers, that is George and D. Barrera, are correct, and definitely we should log a ticket with the BTRFS team. So BTRFS snapper and the BTRFS assistant team, we should go to their GitHub page and log a ticket. It will be a valid ticket, and of course they will also we can say confirm it. They will also do the checks and confirm it, and some solution will be rolled out in a matter of time. So we will thank George and D. Barrera to bring this to our notice, and we have confirmed it on our live video. So definitely the issue is there, and we should get a solution from the BTRFS assistant and the Snapper tool development team. So I thank them again on behalf of all the viewers of this channel and our management team. So we should log a call, and if required we will support them in the ticket. So this is a bug and it requires removal from the BTRFS assistant and the Snapper tool. So on this note, I will stop the video here, and please George and D. Barrera, you can contact us and be in touch till the this bug is resolved. So I will stop the video here. See you in the next video. Bye bye.